working?
No, your camera's not working.
How come?
Because you broke it. I don't know.
Is my camera going to work?
No.
So you're not going to let people see me, but your certainly is working.
No, I'm just going to leave it on the desktop presenter. I forgot to start that, too. Dang it.
Oh, says the show's live now. I guess I should turn on the volume.
So, yes.
We're broadcasting.
Yes, we are broadcasting. No, I'm just going to leave it on. So, there we go.
Yeah, because I just heard it.
Yeah.
And nobody's watching us. It's probably because we're 5 minutes late. And
Probably.
Us up and everybody just said, "Oh, to hell with them."
Yeah, that's possible.
I even had somebody call me and say, "Hey, are you guys broadcasting tonight?" And I said, "Yes."
Well.
And Jason's going to be upset.
We got behind. Technical difficulties. It keeps happening. Okay, so that's working. Okay.
Technical difficulties.
All right.
James made a mistake.
Let's get ready to roll here. Since we're live and I need the mouse back.
Why?
Because I gotta use that computer. He stole my mouse. All right.
I didn't steal it. You gave it to me. I was looking at bubble porn.
There we go.
But
All right.
But here's the thing, though. Okay, go ahead.
What?
No, I was just going to ask. I was going to make a comment about bubble porn, but I guess I can make it during the show.
Okay. So we're running a little late due to technical problems, and so there'll probably be no video. So
up.
yeah, whatever. Okay. So here we go.
So is this some music now?
In a world wherein a city in Italy frowning has been banned, so don't take your grumpy ass there, because it could hurt your wallet. And where in another city in Italy keeping a goldfish in a bowl is banned, because a fish kept in a bowl has a distorted view of reality and suffers from it. In a world where you can buy a pizza that costs $12,000 and takes 72 hours to make, comes a podcast so insanely stupid that if anyone in Italy actually listened to it, they would probably ban it there too. Yep. That's right, boys and girls, you have found the Dude I Got an Idea podcast. The podcast that is hosted by the internet's biggest asshats, James McEwen and Greg Mason. Now, remember, if you can't take a joke and your feelings are as soft as the stape of Marshmallow Man's balls, then this is not the podcast for you, you little snowflake. It would be better if you tuned out now and ran home and cried to mama, than to listen to these two idiots. But if you like to punish yourself, then, by all means, keep listening. You have been warned. Balls.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0, ignition, liftoff.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, podcast listeners, and all of our faithful people out there. Welcome to the
Dude, I Got an Idea
podcast, coming to you from deep, somewhere in Lacey.
Somewhere underground.
Way underground. I mean, it doesn't get any deeper than this. This is Greg Mason with
James McEwen.
Thanks for joining us tonight. Tonight we have a really interesting topic. And as I was doing a little bit of reading just before the show, I learned a couple of things that didn't necessarily shock me, but I did have some questions. So those will definitely come up. James, tell us what we're going to be talking about tonight.
Well, this is a topic that my older brother in California told me about. We were on the phone chatting on my birthday, and he starts talking about this particular type of entertainment, I guess you might say. And I was so blown away. I was like, we really have to get into this as a topic. But it's called bubble porn.
Bubble porn.
Bubble porn.
Well, before we go any further, hang on just a sec. I need to make a note for all of our faithful listeners and the ones that are looking for the live video. We're not going to be doing that tonight. James couldn't seem to get the cameras working. His works, but mine doesn't. And even though I reversed him so his didn't work, he still couldn't get motivated enough to get it working. So, that being said,
So I
bubble
can put
porn.
myself up and Greg can sit over
Okay,
there. And
okay,
I can
so-
throw a picture of you up, Greg.
This is a new form of entertainment called bubble porn.
Yes. Bubble porn.
Where did it come from, James?
Well, originally, here, let me, I forgot to start the timer too. Man, it's been one of those days. Let me pull this up here so you can have your mouse
We know what
back.
we're doing.
Yeah, we're
We're highly
professionals.
trained
professionals.
highly trained professionals.
Yeah, okay, so there's the mouse, so you can have that back. Its origin is in Japan, actually. Is where it came from.
course.
Yeah, because everything weird comes from Japan, right? So, yeah, this is, well, you can read it where it says origin, or can you read it from over there?
This kind of Photoshop technique began to be practiced in the threads in Morning Coffee, a board for isolating fanatics of Japanese female idol collective Hello Project in the Japanese text board community. That's kind of a really long run-on sentence. It started around June of 2007. The board users had continued making the 10 yen collage and other photo collages of making female idols look like they had been naked by concealing their outfits by using 10 yen coins since the spring of 2004. This technique was one of the derivatives developed in a series for that thread. So why don't they call it yen porn instead of bubble porn?
Because, I don't know, because it's America.
Okay, so who has made this stuff popular, though?
Well, apparently it's become very popular in the Mormon church religion, my religion
so in other
of
words,
birth.
this is being done in the tabernacles?
I don't think it's being done at
Okay,
church
okay.
per se, but
Right.
it is definitely very big among the culture of the Mormon church. And I guess the reason is that it's so popular is because, well, you can look at a picture and, you can let your imagination do the work, and, it's like looking at porn, but, if you get caught, you just move the mask and it's just a girl or whatever in a bikini.
Yeah, but isn't that still objectifying the female? And that, my understanding, that would certainly be against the Mormons'
I would
beliefs,
think
isn't it?
so. Yeah, I would totally agree with that.
Yeah, because
but-
sitting around staring at pictures of females in bikinis or males in bikinis, whichever, depending upon who it is or whatever
Right.
way you swing, or whatever I didn't say that right. We're gonna get hate mail for that one. Whichever orientation, whatever your orientation or identity is, there we go. I knew I could say it. But still, isn't that objectifying? Because if you have a guy in a Speedo per se, and you put bubble porn, isn't that without the bubble porn, or
Yeah, I mean, either way,
it's
I guess
still objectifying, though,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah,
And isn't the Mormon Church kind of strict on those areas?
they're very, very conservative when it comes to sexuality and porn and that kind of stuff. They're both,
Right,
like
so-
most Christian religions, they're very much against it.
I wouldn't say most Christian religions. I belong to one, and they don't get hung up. We talk about not objectifying, but we certainly don't run around with flaming torches hunting people down.
Well, I don't
I'm not
know.
saying the Mormons do.
I
I'm
don't
just kind of using that as a.
I don't think that anybody's
we're
really
gonna
done
get
that in
a
the
lot of
Christian
hate mail. Yeah.
in the Christian religion for a couple hundred years.
Yeah,
since
well-
at least the Spanish Inquisition. But-
Oh, so you just identified a particular sect of.
yeah, I get in trouble with the Catholics a lot. I give them a lot of crap, and I'm going to get hate mail from the Pope.
Well, that's why I tell people that I don't feel guilt because I'm not Catholic. So
Yeah, there you go.
yeah, more hate mail.
Anyway,
Okay.
the bubble porn, to me, I just thought it was hilarious. I thought, why bother? I mean, if you're going to do porn, watch porn. What's the point?
But, well, here's the thing, though, and that's going to quite a bit of
Effort.
right.
Yeah.
But okay, so let's take the next, because this is a question. Remember, I said to you in the beginning, I said I have a question, and then I said, well, wait a minute, I'm going to ask a question when we go on the air. So my question to you is: are these three young ladies in bikinis? Is that porn? You have them in the. I'm talking in the two pictures that I'm looking at here.
Yeah. Let me scroll so that everybody else
Picture,
can see what you're
picture on
talking
the
about.
left. Okay.
Is it porn?
Yeah.
I guess it depends on your definition of porn.
Okay.
And most people would consider this just to be a normal photo.
Right.
Some places, and I would probably
well,
say,
let's go. Stop.
what?
No, we're not going to get that. We're not going to get that deep. Okay. Let's just talk in general.
Okay, legally speaking, as a photographer,
Yes.
this does not meet the legal definition of porn.
Okay, so the picture of the ladies in the bikinis doesn't. Now, when the bubbles are put over it, or this little plethora of holes in the color covering, whatever,
The masking.
the masking.
It's
Thank
called.
you. When the masking is put over it, now it's suddenly called bubble porn.
Right.
But is it?
Well,
In the legal definition, you would have to say
no, it does not meet the legal definition of porn.
Okay, so how can you call it bubble porn?
Well, that's what they call it. I mean, you have to remember also
Who's they?
where. Well, I don't know where the name came from, but I'm assuming since it's being labeled a Mormon porn or bubble porn.
Right, I see that.
Yeah, that.
But it's also known as bubble collage.
Yeah. I would assume because bikinis are not. They're generally frowned upon by the LDS Church. They would rather their
What do they wear?
young women and women wear one-piece bathing suits. Sure,
That's
sure,
something
sure.
I didn't know. What's that?
I would have hit my sound effect, but you got the mouse to that computer.
What was the sound effect you would have hit?
hold on.
The crickets?
Yeah, the crickets. I got
Okay.
'em- hold on, we'll try that again.
Oh, but they wear one piece. You said they wear one piece.
piece
Okay,
bathing.
go ahead. Say it again.
There you go.
Okay,
There's our
thank you.
crickets.
Thanks.
I can't stop it. You got the mouse.
What? Oh,
You have to hit
how do I
stop.
hit stop. Okay, there we go. Okay, so how is it toned porn though? If it's thank you. Whoops. Oh, see, you hit it just as I hit it. That was pretty good.
How is it toned? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to back up a little bit. My
How
story
far
is,
back?
we're going to go back about 25, 30 years.
Back when I was just an itch. No, anyways, go ahead. Some of you will get that joke, others won't, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
Growing up in Salt Lake City, as I did in the capital of the Mormon world,
Are you a Mormon?
yes.
Or should I
and
ask,
no,
are
I mean, not active.
Okay.
So, but yes, I grew up Mormon, and on the records of the church, for the record, I am still a member. Does that answer your question?
Wait. Hold still. I gotta get. Where was? Okay. Just a minute. Okay. Do it again. Ask the question again.
Does that answer your question? Okay, what'd you do?
It's not making the cricketing sound.
I don't know why. What'd you do?
I didn't do anything.
It's being weird. Whoa.
Whoops.
What'd you do, Greg?
I don't know.
See, you can Greg anything. He starts breaking everything
Shut up.
because it's not green. It should be green. Oh, because you clicked off you locked them out.
How do I lock them out?
See with the little.
That?
Never give Greg a mouse.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I see. I clicked the box.
Yes, you locked them out.
Okay, ask the question again.
Okay, did that answer your question?
I didn't mean to do that, but that was even funnier.
All right. So anyway, to answer your question about porn, let's go to the next one. I'm going to show this little video here that it's on the next tab
bubble
over.
porn video?
Yeah.
This one?
So
Oh wait. Did
Okay,
you
yeah.
start already? Okay.
yeah,
I'm not seeing it.
that's because it's on my screen. For everybody to view, you can hit yours.
It's really loud.
Yeah, I'm turn it.
So it's when I hit play.
No, I turned it. But you're behind. So that's okay.
Really?
I guess it all depends on your frame of mind. Greg is staring at the screen. Can't believe what you see.
This is like this is public porn.
Yes, that's bubble porn. Now, do you see why they call it porn?
I've just lost brain cells. I've just lost brain cells.
That good, huh?
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier.
Have you ever been working
I think
one
we
day
let
and
that
wanted to
go
look
here.
up gratuitous amounts of porn?
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Okay, so that was the most bizarre. Well, I wouldn't say the most bizarre video, but that was kind of interesting.
Why do you say that?
Well, because that's a WTF did I just watch?
You watched bubble porn. Now, how do you feel watching bubble porn in a room with a few other people? That's the next question.
Okay, so for those of you that don't know, we actually have there's a guest in the house with us tonight. A friend of mine is in from Michigan, somebody I served with in the Army a long time ago, went to Cuba and everything with her, and it's great to have her here. So I told her, hey, why don't you come down and watch this crazy show that we put on? But how do I feel watching this? Okay, I feel like, again, I've lost brain cells. I would feel fine sitting in a room with any of you watching regular videos, but this, I just lost brain cells because it's so stupid.
It is. It is really incredibly stupid. But back to my story that we got interrupted because you asked me a question.
Wait,
Growing up in Utah. What?
stop. Am I going to lose more brain cells? I'm getting a headache.
You might. I don't know.
Do you have any beer?
You don't have... Yes, I do, but that's
I'll get
upstairs.
some.
So,
Okay.
um,
All right, go ahead. Wait. Let me do this correctly. Okay.
do you have many brain cells left to lose? Should
Go
I tell the
ahead.
story?
Yeah, no kidding. Go ahead.
Yeah, but this is the dude. I got an idea.
If you find me over here drooling, you'll understand. Let me get ready for this.
Okay, so growing up in Utah,
My head hurts.
porn was not readily available, and this was pre the internet.
Right.
Yeah, I'm older than the internet. Well, both of us are older than the internet. Which my kids can't believe that there was life before internet. But anyway, I digress. So getting as a young man trying to get a hold of porn was very, very difficult. And especially my mother was really strict about not having anything even suggestive. This would have been porn in my house growing up, the bubble porn.
You'd have had knives thrown at you.
Yeah, pretty much. And he's not exaggerating, folks. My mom actually did throw a knife at me one time.
That's not what I meant to say, okay? I know your mom listens to this every once in a while, so please.
Oh, I doubt she's listening tonight. So
She heard there's bubble porn on.
yeah, she'd be like, nope.
Yeah, she's going to call you up in about 5 minutes. You're going to hell.
Well, I guess my older brother would be there because he's the one who told me about it. So anyway, so the JCPenney ads and the Sears ads that would come in the weekly, the Sunday paper.
Yes.
I forget that we don't have Sunday papers anymore, but yeah, they would come and they would be the full color, paper ads.
Yes.
And women in their lingerie and their underwear, and they're trying to sell women's underwear. That was what was, I guess, a precursor to bubble porn for Utah kids in back
So
in
you're
the 80s.
saying that the Sears Wish book must have been outrageously passed around.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, that was porn in the 70s for 70s 80s.
I need to go. I need to go somewhere. Who's the idiot that thought up this topic? Anyways, okay. So, and I will have to admit, yeah, I remember the Sunday paper having the picture of the girls in the bras, the panties, and all that stuff. Yeah, that was. But then also, here's the other thing though too is that, and I grew up in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of a wow, but I never really considered it much past prepubescent gawkery,
Mm-hmm.
if that's the right way of saying that. But that was something big in your neck of the woods.
Well, yeah. Well, you have to understand that when things are a mystery, people get really excited about it. It's like the same idea of during the Victorian era, if a woman showed her ankle, guys would get all, riled up about it. You go to the Middle East, if a woman shows any more than her eyes, guys get all riled up about it. Because when you make things a mystery...
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, is that the Sunday ad papers didn't make you go out and kill women because of it and beat them up.
Well,
for
yeah,
it.
no.
Whereas in some places they do that.
Yes, that's true. But I'm making a comparison, a point.
Okay.
But yeah, when you make things a mystery, that's when you have people that they get excited about stuff because all of a sudden, you get to see a woman, almost naked. I don't know. It's just weird.
Ooh, I get to see a woman's ankle.
Yeah.
I'm so incredibly aroused.
Hey,
I just don't
there
know
were
how
guys
to-
that would get aroused by that back in the day when that was, women were covered head to toe. So
So why don't we want to talk about the Mariners?
because I thought this idea of this bubble porn was
That's why
was
Dan,
so
see, that's
absolutely
why- Okay,
ridiculous.
but that's why nobody's on tonight. It has nothing to do with the fact we're doing bubble porn. Tonight's opening night.
Oh, for the Mariners?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so we really picked a heck of a day to pick bubble porn.
yay, bubble porn.
Of course, the bubble porn may be more exciting than the Mariners. You
Well,
heard that they've, well, I guess they went 1-6 or 1-7 already for the season.
I don't follow sports, so.
Yeah, well, neither do the Mariners. Oh,
Well, when
I'm
this
gonna
goes up
get
on
cheap for
SoundCloud
that
and
one,
people
but, yeah.
download, you watch, this will be our most popular show, especially in Europe, because they're all, Europeans are very open about sexuality and nudity.
Right.
They have it on their
Well,
commercials and stuff, and
for
so
being the, and I know this is being a little egotistical, and I'm not trying to be, but for the United States being the one of the if not the world leader, right?
Mhm.
Some of our opinions and taboos about sexuality are insane.
Well, it's leftover from the Puritan days.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, look at the ridicule the women get just trying to breastfeed. I
Yeah,
kid you
yeah.
not. If I were somewhere and somebody ridiculed a woman breastfeeding, I go over and punch the ridiculer right in the throat.
Yeah, it's stupid. We have a lot of archaic and leftover ideas that have been,
Right.
that need to change, in my opinion. But
Okay, so back to how do we get all the way over to breastfeeding from?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You made that leap.
Oh,
Anyway, so
this is a Mormon thing.
yeah, I guess it's a Mormon thing. I don't know. They're calling it Mormon porn, but I understand it. I
But I'm
mean, I
gonna
get
keep
that
my-
part of it.
I'm
So,
going to keep my socks around. I'm going to keep my socks on around you.
oh jeez.
So but that's really kind of nuts. The whole damn thing about bubble porn.
Yeah, well, I thought the whole thing was ridiculous. In a day and age where porn is readily available at your fingertips, you have it on devices, you have it on everywhere. You can get porn. Why would you need to go through all this? What I really need to do is find somebody back in Utah that actually, watches or enjoys or even makes this stuff and get them on the show to explain it to us, because I don't get it.
Can you imagine though somebody being because there are people that are addicted to pornography,
Right.
but somebody that's addicted to bubble porn.
Well, if that's the
Here,
only
honey,
porn you can get.
Could you put a bikini on and hold up this little piece of paper, honey?
Wait.
yeah. No, turn it. Oh, get out! Oh, get away from me!
That's just wrong on so many levels. But yeah, no, the idea that you would go through all the trouble to mask out all the clothing and then leave the rest of it open, to me, it just boggled my mind. And I said, well, this is something great that I have to talk about.
Well, okay, and here's the thing though too is that if you look at the bubble porn and then if you look at the picture with the bubbles and then you look at the picture of them in a bathing suit, there's actually more exposed without these
yeah, you
without
see
the
more.
masking.
Yeah.
Right. You see more. You see, especially with a woman wearing a thin bikini, and there was. I'm going to scroll back up here a second.
Mhm.
Oh wait.
The change. You want to go to the other?
Go to the
Yeah,
other
there you
tab.
go.
Okay, there we go. Because if you look at some of these, for example, the girl in the purple and pink. Is it purple and pink? Yeah, purple and pink bikini.
Mhm.
Okay, when the masking is off, you can see more of her.
Exposed flesh.
No, hang on a minute. That's not the word I was saying. Shut up a minute. You can see more of her. See, you just screwed me up. You can see more of her without the masking than you
More
can
of her
with.
curves, and is that what we're trying to get at?
More. I can't think of the right word, so we're not going to go there. But you can see more of her without the masking, and so that's what I find crazy. But then, is beauty in the eye of the beholder? Yes. Two, it's again, aren't you objectifying women either way?
Well, yeah, but certain amount of sexuality is a objectification, and that's
You're correct.
and
it
any
is.
social or sexual therapist will tell you that that's acceptable.
Right, but if we're going to discuss this, even from a biblical standpoint, okay, let's discuss it real quickly from a biblical standpoint. Either case is the objectification of the woman, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I cannot wrap my head around this in any way, shape, or form to say, oh, okay.
Well, I understand it. I do get the point of, there's 2 points that I understand. One, in that culture or surrounding the LDS Church, because when we talk about the LDS Church, so I don't get excommunicated, send nasty letters and threatened with lawsuits, so you better put a disclaimer out there. There is the teachings of the church, and then there is a culture that has grown up around the church, and all religions have it. There's the culture of the Catholic Church, there's the teachings of the Catholic Church.
Right.
Mormons are no different than any other religion for that matter. However, my experience growing up in it, is my experience, so I can talk about it, but the fact that they make sex, there just isn't. It's not so much taboo as it's just not talked about. There is just no discussion at all. You start bringing it up, you're silenced immediately.
So if we don't talk about cavities, then we don't have any. What?
I don't know. It becomes a mystery, and when it becomes a mystery, that's when people want to go and explore, and they want to.
Right, but isn't it? Okay, yeah, I don't want to. If we make it. My thought would be, if we make it such a mystery, this is why I didn't make alcohol a mystery with my kids.
Mm-hmm. Or firearms or anything that's dangerous that can hurt them.
Right.
Yeah, totally.
Because you make it such a mystery, they want to know more about it, and then they learn in an unhealthy manner. And this is a classic example. I'm sorry, is that they're, regardless of the objectification, regardless of all this other stuff, but it's like, look at the trouble you're going to. This is insane.
Yeah. It's really strange, but I also understand the other side of it is it's kind of a workaround for the guilt, because in religion there's a lot of guilt, especially in the Christian religions. There's a lot of guilt, and Mormons really lay the guilt on thick.
Oh, and so that is helpful because what?
Because if you're caught looking at it, or you're looking at it, then you can pull the mask off, and it's not porn. It's a workaround, so you're not really doing anything wrong.
No. Okay, I see the direction you're going. No, I was saying that the workaround and what you're doing is like, how is it helpful that that any religion is so oppressive in these areas? What?
Oh, they're not. They're not.
Don't they realize how can they continue to allow this to happen?
Because there's at least in the Mormon culture, there is this culture of and fear, really, of getting involved in people's families when it comes to sexuality. That's something that the family should deal with and teach, and the church shouldn't be providing any resources for that. The church shouldn't be involved in that, which I would think.
But they are.
Yeah, but they are.
Hang on a second. The opposite is actually occurring. If they're ignoring it or they're making you feel guilty about it, then they are involved.
Yes, you're right.
So you have this whole thing that is backfired.
Yeah, I would say.
Sorry, we're getting really deep in this conversation about bubble porn. I can't believe we started down this path.
But it's an interesting. I mean, like I said, I get it. I understand why someone would participate this in the Mormon religion. I get it. I totally get it. I say, dude, get a life, get out of Utah.
Dude, don't get this idea. Anyway.
If you're going to do porn, just do porn, man. Just look at porn. Otherwise, walk away from the whole thing. It's just, to me, it's ridiculous. But I thought it was funny enough that we had to talk about it.
Well,
we had to bring this topic to the world because it's important.
Here's the way I look at it, though, is that if you're even calling it porn, then it's porn.
I guess.
Yeah, and so
I mean, when you look at,
but here's the also another part of me also says this is really sad.
Mm-hmm.
that you have people, and evidently this is a huge thing in the Mormon culture. You have people that feel that this is the path to go down.
Yeah,
it's like, that's nuts.
Yeah. Who said religion made any sense?
Religion don't. Spirituality does. But that's all. We won't get into that.
Well, that's, yes. What I'm saying about religion is usually made up of people, and people are flawed, and people make mistakes, and people have their own issues, and that's why I say religion doesn't make sense.
They're supposed to learn from their mistakes.
We're talking about human beings here.
Yes, I just molested your microphone with that sound.
Are you getting a little excited by the bubble porn over there?
No.
Now you know why this is the stupidest podcast on the internet.
Yeah. And we're not talking about balls.
Okay, so probably enough about bubble porn. You think?
Yes.
Okay, so
Hey, wait. I
What?
agree. I'm trying to recharge my brain cells and it's not working. Okay, so what else are we going to talk about? How much time?
we're getting down to it. We got
Okay. Oh, there it is. Well, yeah, but
and
you
we
also
started
did start
late,
the
so
timer.
yeah, we're
You
about
started
time.
late.
So.
You screwed up on the timer. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
it's
Did
been
I
one
say
of
you
those
screwed up?
days. So
Hey, Joe called.
yeah, turkey. So I got to tell you, I got to tell everyone out there in our listenership all over the world that listens to us. Oh, by the way, our 3 listeners in Italy, don't get too offended by my Italy jokes. So because we have 3 people that have downloaded us in Italy, so
That's okay.
we're going to be banned in Italy
The
for now.
family's going to come visit you. Hey, James McEwen, you ready for the address?
Yeah, don't do that, dude. Okay, so anyway, I lost my train of thought. Thanks.
So what else is new?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Do you want me to help you refresh it?
Yeah.
Joe.
Joe. Oh, there it was. Yeah, Joe. So he's laughing about Joe because in my day job, I had a new guy today that I had to train, and the gal that works the evening shift called out sick, and so they had Joe stay past his training, and he basically
Oh,
did a
you're
double.
kidding. You threw that
So-
guy right into
They
the
threw
fire.
right into the fire,
Man.
yeah. Well, apparently he's been working under the program for like 2 months, so he knows the job. He just
Okay.
had to be, he just had to get it up to speed
More
with,
of an
with my
orientation.
program, yeah.
Right.
So I told him, if you have any problems, during the show, I'm not going to be able to be available, but before and after, give me a call. And right as we're literally trying to start the show, and I'm having problems with the computer, and I can't get this, and I'm going to say this, Wirecast, your software sucks. And I don't know why it's rated the best, but it sucks. Anyway, that's my beef. So,
I
anyway.
don't think that was an endorsement.
Yeah, no. So anyway, so right before you Greg makes this joke, he says, Joe called. And I'm panicked. I'm like, okay, because I'm the boss and I'm responsible for all the stuff that goes on in there. And I'm like, Joe called? What do you mean Joe called? And I'm like, how does he know that Joe called? He doesn't even know Joe was there today. He doesn't even know who Joe is. I just met Joe. Who the hell is, and how the hell does he know Joe called? And then he goes, I said, Joe called. And he goes, Joe Mama. I'm like, oh, you turkey.
But you also made the comment about, what did Noel tell you?
Oh, yeah, because I'm like, what, did Noel send you a message or something because my phone's not working? I don't know.
Stress kills.
Yeah. Anyway, so, yeah. So there you go. That's the story about Joe.
Wait. You went, yeah, so. Okay, wait, we got to make the sound here real quick.
What? Which one?
You said, yeah, so.
Oh, I turned down that one. There we go.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I like the two of them like that
You
together.
like the sound effects too much.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you have any shout-outs
Let's see.
since we're getting down to the end?
Shout outs anybody here from 571st MP Company that just might be listening, especially the guys who went to Cuba.
I'm in town.
Yeah, Christy's in town, and if you want to get in touch with us, don't hesitate to get in touch with us through Facebook, or those of you that have my phone number, give me a call. I took her up to tour Fort Lewis, and she couldn't believe any of it because it's all changed so much. I'm sorry, Joint Base Lewis McChord, whatever. And so much of it had changed. Let's see, another shout out. Shout out to my kid, Sam, who got the stitches out and is now coaching the one of the soccer teams on Fort Benning because he can't play right now because his wrist is broken. Let's see, Aaron. Oh, Aaron went down and was inducted into a business fraternity down in Tucson. So she was excited, got all dressed up, went down there and did that, and had a long drive back and forth. Let's see.
So-
We just had somebody jump on board.
Yeah.
Michael Patrick Berry.
Yeah, he's a friend of mine from high school.
Oh, okay.
So, hey, Mike, how you doing?
So does he like bubble porn?
I don't know, Michael. I don't know if you joined us soon enough to hear the topic, but if you're not, don't worry about it. But yeah, if you've ever heard of bubble porn or Mormon porn down there, drop us a note on the Facebook. I'd like to know more. So,
There was another shout I wanted to do, and I can't.
well, while you're thinking, I'll
Okay,
do
go
mine.
ahead.
Shout out to the Penny Palabras team and cast. We started filming this weekend. They just wrapped up. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to be there today's shoot, but we just wrapped up 3 days of shooting. Everything's going really well.
You need to remind me.
About the 22nd.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've got to send me something about that so I can get it on my calendar.
I
Sorry.
thought I already did, but okay.
No.
So you have to remind me to remind you to
You got to
remind me.
remind me through email, so then that way it comes up on my computer and I put it right on my calendar.
Okay. So yeah, shout out to the Penny Palabras team. They're doing a great job, and it's going to be really just a wonderful web series that you guys will check out. They have a pennypalabras.com. You can check out some of the stuff and see some of the behind the scenes stuff that Ken's putting up as soon as he gets it put up. Just big thumbs up and shout out to all of them. We have some fabulous people working on the project, so it's really exciting. Also, I have to do a big shout out to my wife, Noelle. It is our 24th wedding anniversary today.
Is it really? Congratulations! Hey,
So
congratulations!
There we go.
She's the one that probably needs it.
Yeah, she's put up with me all these years, so and
Yeah,
hasn't buried me in the backyard.
that I will
so,
agree with.
Yeah, and she puts up with all this, and yeah, so she's quite the trooper. So, nope, he's never heard of it. There we go.
But I thought you said he was Mormon and he's in Utah.
I said he was in Utah. I didn't say he was Mormon.
So is this true? Oh.
I never said
Now they're calling into question whether this stuff really exists, or is this a figment of your imagination?
Yeah, I wouldn't make all
Is
this
it okay?
websites.
So is it a figment of your imagination, or just a fig Newton of your masturbation?
Wow, really?
Yeah.
He was there?
Okay, anyways, bad humor. Sorry.
Okay.
I can't remember who this other one I was thinking.
The other
of.
shout out?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm losing my mind.
Well, while
something,
you're
something overtaxed my mentality.
you lost too many
evening.
brain cells. Yeah. So while you're trying to recover your brain cells, I think I'll take a moment and talk about tin-soldier.com, one of our sponsors, and it's the premier place on the web to get miniatures for your wargaming needs, collecting needs, diorama building if you're into model railroads, anything that you would need an original
Announcer
miniature
voice.
for. Oh. I'm sorry, I slip into announcer voice. So he hates my announcer voice. It's funny, but anyway, so yeah, tin-soldier.com. Check them out. And if you're going to be in the Olympia area over the Memorial Day weekend next month, they're going to be at the Red Lion for the big Infilad Wargaming show. So come by, check it out. It's free to the public. There is a cost if you want to jump in and play any of the games, but come check it out. So
Amazon.com. Hammer's War Series. Got 3 books so far. I don't know when we're going to get that 4th book done, because every time I edit it and I send it forward, James says, I'll get to it shortly.
well, yeah, you said it.
And
to
here's
me.
the one. Just a minute. Just a minute here. Okay. All right. Let's go back to. We're going to Amazon.com. James has got 3 books. Hammer's War Series. We have Forging the Hammer, Dimension Shift, and then First Strike. And I'm trying my level best to edit Hammer's Commandos.
Right.
And I send James because he's ready. He says, I want this done so that I can push it out on Memorial Day weekend. See, you said that, and that's reminded me what the shout-out was going to be about. And now I said, here's 3 and 4 because I know this is important. You said, yeah, I'll get to them.
Well, yeah, you sent it to me on Friday afternoon, and
What's today?
It's Monday.
Okay. So I sent it to you
On the first weekend
3 days
of,
ago.
Yeah, on
right?
the first
This was
weekend
3
of
days
shooting
ago,
for Penny
right?
Palabras.
Wait.
I've
Friday
been-
was 3 days ago, right? Am I right?
Actually, you sent me the chapter 3 on Thursday, but I couldn't.
So 4 days ago I sent you chapter 3.
because I had somebody at work. I couldn't.
But then I sent you chapter 3 and 4 yesterday.
Right,
Right.
which I was in the middle of shooting Penny Palabras.
Okay. Yesterday you were?
Yeah, all weekend.
Okay.
I've been
But
busy
then
all
today
weekend.
you were training Joe.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'll get to it tonight. In fact, right after we get off the show. Anyway, check it out.
Mike says he is Mormon.
Yep.
So okay.
Well, I knew that. I just didn't want to say that because I didn't say that. So
Well, I can say it.
yeah.
Anyways, tin-soldier.com and Amazon.com for the Hammer's War Series.
Yeah, check them out.
I'm pushing to get this book edited, folks, so that we can get it out because and here's the best part is that as I'm reading through this thing, it's a lot of fun because I am essentially the first reader of the book, aren't I?
You are the first person who is actually getting to read the book, and you've got your character that's based on you has got quite a bit of
airtime.
page time, I guess.
Yeah, okay, whatever it is.
Screen time, page
Yeah,
time.
and I'm enjoying. Here's the thing: is I'm enjoying it, not just because of the character based on me is there, but because it's just a great story. The way the things that are happening, especially the bar scene when he says, "Come over here and sit on my lap," and she goes over there and just flattens him out.
Oh, that's in the third book.
Right? Because,
Yeah.
No, that's in the 4th book.
The bar scene.
Yeah, the bar scene with the crow and.
I wrote the stuff and I can't remember. I can't keep it straight in my head.
Okay, he's going to get the location of the slave trade.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Right, and
Yeah.
he goes into that bar.
Yeah.
And he goes over to talk to the crow, and she gets called over
You're
by...
talking about
Yeah.
Eve.
Yes.
Yeah. See, there's multiple bar scenes in different books, so I'm like, which bar scene are you talking about?
Okay, there's only one of them I'm reading, though.
Yeah. I should have thought about that. Yeah, when she just
Okay,
takes out
for
all
those
three
of you in
guys,
the
yeah.
cheap seats, James being one of them, I'll talk a little bit slower.
And louder.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not deaf now.
What?
Nothing. Anyways, no. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it so far. So
I
yeah,
am.
you check out the previous books so you get ready and be up to the date for Hammers Commandos, because it's a action-packed thrill ride, right?
Yeah, definitely. It really, really is. And, of course, the next step we're taking is we're going to take these to audiobooks.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, and you keep.
I keep pushing it out. I
Yeah,
know.
you keep- you-
well,
you-
okay, if it's any consolation, I pushed it out yesterday, but I edited I finished editing the 2 chapters yesterday.
But that's okay because I was busy I didn't get home till late. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. You were shooting because you sure as hell couldn't reread the editing I had done.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah. Okay.
so we're just battling like idiots that we are.
We love you
So,
guys.
Anything else you want to say before
Not
we,
a darn
we
thing I can
end this
think
thing?
of.
So yeah,
Is there? Wait.
What?
Okay. Ask the question. Is there anything else?
I don't know. Is
Oh,
there-
say it. Is there anything else I want to add?
Oh, you want to do the sound effects again? Is there anything else you'd like to add, Greg? On that note, I think we'll call it a night.
Definitely. Hey, everybody, have a great week, and we will see you next Monday. James?
Yeah. See you guys next Monday. Same bad time. Well, same dude time. Same dude channel. I'm stealing it. Yes. And have a great, safe week.
Have a good one, folks.